Hello everyone and welcome to the Captain's video vlog. We are Sunday, January the 22nd, 2017. So yeah, it's a quarter to 6 in the morning, which I think makes this the earliest video vlog in the whole year, which is fairly easy to say when we are on the 23rd day of the year. Well, because it's Monday, and therefore, out of the 3 weeks that have currently gone by, I do think that there's only 1 week where I wasn't significantly late on. Well, when we passed from the day I'm supposed to be talking about to the day I'm recording the video in. So yeah, at one point I'll certainly record a video at 9 p.m. and I will be like, well, I guess it's business as usual, and I just won't remember all the shit from this month. But yeah, I gotta say that I was taken aback by how deep my voice was in yesterday's video vlog, because yeah, it was barely recorded 14 hours ago. So yeah, I actually had to do a retake, because when I heard my voice, I hadn't spoken at all. Like, it was literally the first thing that I did when I woke up, was turning on the light, sipping a bit of water, and then recording the video. And suddenly I hear my voice and I'm like, what the fuck? Stop the recording, speak in English, it's that deep. Speak in French, not that deep. It's actually pretty much around the same the same tone as right now. I hope, like, maybe it's because I was tired that I heard such a difference between my tone in English and my tone in French. I don't know. But then, I was like, well, I guess that it's gone. So I re-recorded, restarted a recording, and suddenly it was back to the deep English voice, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? But I had to roll with it. So I did. And yeah, I gotta say that, well, a bunch of stuff happened, and I actually, at one point I was like, yeah, so I have 1.2, gigs free on my SD card. I'm still gonna watch another episode just in case. Just another episode of anime. One, that's probably 130 megs, just in case. Yeah, I've seen a release that's in 1080p and 60 frames a second, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why not putting it in 10 bits, of color depth, while you're at it? Because they meant as well. It certainly is going to be the future. Like, with H265, the file sizes for even 10 bits will be low as fuck, and I will be utterly confused when I cannot play anything on my phone, because, oh boy, actually it's 10 bits, so you cannot really play that. Fuck. So yeah. So soon after recording, yesterday's video blog, I wanted to do the air quote, but really I'm talking about some stuff that I've held back on for all week because of, well, wrestling and all that. So yeah. I saw a video that was, how could I say that? An instance of a meme that was probably my gateway meme for everything mad, MAD, the Japanese YouTube poop. Though I guess it's kind of insulting to call that YouTube poop, and I guess I'm insulting the YouTube poop community, because YouTube poop are very creative videos, and well, MAD are also very creative videos. So yeah, it's probably because there's the word poop in there that suddenly, oh boy, I guess you shouldn't say that it has any kind of quality. I don't know. I never really tried my hand at YouTube poop, because, well, it looks like it doesn't take a lot of effort, but then you try to compile the clips to make a good YouTube poop, the one that's probably gonna reach 100,000 views, because let's be honest, that was when YouTube poops were really popular, that was the most you could really reach, like maybe at 300,000 views you were a fucking superstar. Yeah, I would guess that you would the way you could really compare, something you could really compare MAD videos to are YouTube poop music videos. So yeah, so there was an instance of Get Dan, which is broken Japanese English for get down. What is Get Dan? Now I could leave a link to the Know Your Meme video about that. But yeah, basically, it's someone on Nico Nico Doga took a clip of GoldenEye 007, for the characters from the video game, spazzing out because of a glitch when you do some cartridge tilting or something like that. And well, they mashed that up with the 1997 J-pop song "Promise" by, I don't know, I don't remember her name, but she even talks about that song now as Get Dan. So yeah, they you mash that up, and suddenly you have Get Dan, and well, some of it is animated videos. You just animate some characters, draw the characters, and you animate the whole thing. That's animated video. Or stop motion. You take some photos of you doing poses, and well, you put them with as many frames a second as you can possibly do, and well, you have to do that, and also some poses at various points. You have to do the hip shake and the hip thrust and some poses. Yeah, it's all very choreographed when when you have to follow those guidelines, but really when you spaz out, you can do whatever you want. And someone did that, and I was like, man, I'm getting really old, because when I discovered that, so when it crossed into the West and really into the US, I don't remember a Get Done video made by someone this side of the Atlantic. When I saw those videos, it was 2010, 2000, maybe up till 2013, and that's I was turning 20 in 2013, but when I discovered that, I was barely even an adult. Well, not really at all. So it was really early, really early exposure to all the memes for me, because I mean, first off, I didn't have really fast internet until I turned 10, so that was 2003, and then I was mostly spending time on chat rooms about soccer, so probably until I turned 13, and then just internet, I didn't know about all the culture. So yeah, and the person who did that video probably wasn't even old enough to really take all of that in when Get Dan was first invented in Japan 10 years ago. So yeah, it's really weird to think about that. And well, then I went to vote for Benoît Hamon in the primaries of the left. Now, Hamon, it's not a reference to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I know that it's written exactly the same way as the power that they use in part 1 and part 2. But no, it's not the same. Though, I guess that if you want to do a YouTube poop, a Joe joke, if you will, you could do a mashup, of every time a character in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure says Hamon, and replace that by replace their face by Benoît Hamon's face. Yeah, I knew that he would be in the second round, but I didn't know if it was going to be against Vals or against Montebourg. It's going to be against Vals, and Hamon has such a lead over Vals. he's at 36, Valls is at 31, and Montebourg, he's at around 17%. So he's got such lead that he actually doesn't need all of Montebourg's votes. The people who voted for Montebourg to vote for him so that he could, well, be the candidate of the beautiful popular alliance at the presidential elections. Like, I know that he might not win or even be in the second round of the presidential elections in May, but he will definitely show that he is the future of the left. I know that I might not vote for him in the presidential elections because, well, I guess that I'm more of a Mélenchon guy, but still, he's he represents a better left than what's being offered with Valls, for example. So yeah, and then it was just it just was downhill from there. Marseille losing 3-1 to Lyon, with really the two last goals for Lyon just being offered by Marseille. I know that we don't have a left winger, player on the left wing of the defense, and that we're playing with Doria or Rekik or Ubochan. Actually, with Ubochan it worked really well because, well, I guess that he was good at playing on the left wing of the defense, but now he has a foot broken. Oh boy. So yeah, and but it's just not acceptable that you just can give 2 goals like that. Yeah, I don't want to criticize Doria too much because he has actually played very well tonight. Much better than what we expected out of him, and he even scored a goal. And and then it was, well, the championship games in AFC and NFC, that was trash. Yeah, I've kind of lost interest in all of that since, well, Atlanta eliminated Seattle last week. But I mean, 44-21 just makes the game look so much more, competitive than it actually was. The Packers, they didn't exist in that match, and same goes for the Steelers. They lost 33 or 36 to 16 or 17, but that it just doesn't feel right because the two teams that lost, they looked like shit, and I'm just hoping that the Falcons and the Patriots will offer something better for the Super Bowl, because I mean that's really the only. But it's just you gotta think positively, or it's going to be shit. I don't want Tom Brady to win a 5th ring, really. So yeah, basically that's it. Yeah, I guess we'll see what tomorrow brings. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.